I suppose, and we are live. Say hi.
Hello, my fellow Vikings. Today we are on an adventure to Valhalla. Odin has chosen us for a very worthy task, so that we may prove our mettle and be brought to Valhalla.
Cool. And I am Ray the Panda, your mason jar homunculus creature.
Hey, today we are playing Valheim. Okay, enough with the voice. Hello, folks. I am the Celtic Squid. We are playing, in fact, Valheim.
I haven't the slightest idea about this game.
I shall be guiding us all through.
Good God.
Yeah, the graphics are a little eh.
I mean, I also dropped the quality as well, just in case. So
Actually, you can actually raise up the quality. I have high quality, and my computer runs cold.
Well, I'm streaming and shit, so
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, this game.
I can't tell if that's black or not. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're good there. Just make sure everything's all...
Alright.
Still...
So, folks, let me while we're waiting for our good homunculus to start us off to get everything set up, let me regale you with a story. Before there was anything, there was a great tree known as Yggdrasil, and on it, many branches came off from its trunk and roots. Many of these branches and roots led to different worlds. 10 of them, to be specific. But there was one world that was very different. It harbored creatures of dark and wild, some that most would seem unnatural to most. Odin, the Allfather, noticed this and took his power and cut it off from the rest of the worlds, leaving only 9. This world was Valheim, and now he uses it as a testing ground in order to test his finest warriors and their mettle so that they may join the Einherjar for the Battle of Ragnarok. This is where our story begins, folks, so that we may prove ourselves to Odin and that we may join the Einherjar in their eternal battle at the end of the world.
Alright, so, how do I, do this host stuff anyway?
Alrighty then. So you want to make a new game.
So I just start?
Oh, did you make a new game?
I have a character.
Alright, yep, press start.
Start game. Start.
You have a game?
It says there's a select world, it says new world.
Yes, you want to select that.
What should we call this world? Because I take it that, we're basically, oh shit, does this mean I'm actually doing the thing that Andy and the science team actually intended to design me for?
Possibly.
Am I killing gods?
Yes. Technically. We did it, boys. We're coming full circle. Our boy's ready.
I know what to call it. Calling it the feast. Alright, then I just hit done.
Yep. Select that world.
Okay, it's highlighted yellow.
Start server. There's 2 little tabs.
Alright.
Start server and community server. What's the password?
Honk, all lowercase. And I just hit start.
Yep, go ahead.
Alright. I have no idea if this game has controller support, so...
I have no clue.
yeah. The bright side, I'll at least,
Are you loaded up in Are you loaded up in on Steam?
I believe so, yeah. Should be online. Why, am I not on?
Hold on, let me check and see if I'm online.
Are you connected to the internet?
Yes, I am. You're considered away. You need to put yourself on as online, like Valheim.
It says I'm online.
Well, here it says you're away.
Yeah.
Oh no, that explains it. I'm not on. Oh yeah, that's right. I am not connected to this Wi-Fi.
Alright. Also, I'm having... Why the fuck is this being a piece of shit? Where'd my cursor go?
We are having some technical
issues.
Hey, Ray, what's the password?
Ponk. Oh, I'll type that in for you.
Oh, come here.
What the fuck? Alright, fine. Bad window capture. Man. Why are you being... Oh, fucking piece of shit ass.
Having trouble there, friend.
Yeah, I was having some trouble with this damn thing being, like, weird. Alright. I am being flown on a bird. Huh. So this is what
That is actually not a bird. That is a Valkyrie.
Huh. So that's what it felt like to be, abducted by that crow in Dark Souls.
That is a Valkyrie bringing you to Valheim. One second here, folks.
Alright, we're good.
So, do you see a crow nearby, my good friend?
Yes, I do.
His name is Hugin.
Hugin.
No, not Hugin. Hugin.
Okay, it says you're playing it now.
Sweet.
I punched. Uh-oh.
Capital P or lowercase?
All lowercase. Oh, he exploded!
Mind you, folks, keep an eye out for a mysterious figure out in the distance with a blue aura. You may see one of the gods.
God damn it.
Ray, you are being sent.
Alright, I'm going back.
Well, hey, chat. How you doing?
Candace's gonna have to do that. I'm recording. I'm gonna grab her.
It shall be a moment here, chat.
Don't look at me like that. It's not unreasonable. Go do it, please. I ask nicely. Alright. Are you in?
I am being flown in by said Valkyrie.
Okay. These magical stones are scattered throughout the lands as by Udinez, signposts pointing toward ritual grounds for the Forsaken. Step closer, this one reveals something. Reveal the summoning place of
Hey,
Ithkia.
look up.
Can't. Being harassed by Candace.
Love you.
Is a mighty beast, and you need to properly arm yourself before even attempting to defeat him. Hi.
I know that. on for Eikthyr. You should be able to see me. Oh, there we go. Ray, press M.
N?
M. Like Matt. And then
Yeah.
there's a little, and there's a show location to players.
Visible to other players?
Yeah. Alright, do you see me?
Yeah, you're heading over to a boss, right?
Yeah, this is where the boss is. We're not attacking him right now, as there are certain requirements.
Ow.
Oh, are you getting attacked by a grayling?
I fought a pig.
Ah, yes, boar. This way.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
It's alright. I would say this would... Yeah, this is the Eikthyrs location.
Hmm.
When we're ready to summon him, this is where we'll summon him.
Hmm. So how do I get rocks?
Alright, so for right now, we don't have a pickaxe. Once we kill Eikthyr, that's when we're able to get rocks. Right? For right now, you gotta just look for him on the ground.
So does punching a tree do anything?
Not yet. We have to make these little saplings you can punch.
Ah,
Follow me.
I have a
wait,
club.
here.
Oh, what is
See
that?
This is called a grayling.
Looks like a boggart to me.
Well, it's
Ow.
a grayling.
He slapped me.
Yes, you slapped me too. Mind you, you do have stamina.
Yeah, I can tell. That's not the right thing. How do I open my inventory?
Tab.
Ah. Ow, fuck.
Here, I got him.
I have a club. Where'd my club go? Ah! Pig! No Genshin up in this bitch. What's this?
What's what?
Ow! I died.
You died already?
Yes, that pig. I got punched in the butt by a pig. So is this roguelike or okay?
Kinda. Alright, come over here. Where I am.
Let me talk to Hugin first.
And I died too.
Oops.
Yes, I know Hugin. I've already played this game.
I not know what I'm doing. Let's go here.
Alright, let's go to where we died so we can get our stuff back.
Okay.
Ooh! Heck yeah, this is a real good spawn.
Bye.
Raspberries. So you wanna know something?
Mm.
You do not die from hunger in this game.
Yeah, doesn't it just make you weaker?
Makes you have less health.
Mm.
Alright, Ray, come where I am.
Mm. Get stuck on a bush. Brr. Brr.
Come press E on your thing. There you go, you have gotten your stuff back.
Mushroom. Ooh, shrooms.
Yes, so the way eating works in this game, you can only have 3 foods that you have eaten at a time. And depending on the quality of the food will increase both your health and your stamina.
Hmm.
So right now we're at low tier, so the max we can probably get is like up to 60 something.
Beach.
What'd you call me?
This tree, it said beach.
Yeah. But make sure you're looking down on the ground for things like stones.
Branch. Over everything. That's a boulder.
It's not
Boing.
just a boulder. It's a
Oh, is this
rock.
one of those games where, like, doing repetitive actions level you up?
Yes.
So if I just sit here and jump, like, one after another, I will...
Yes. Alright, sweet. Got a chest. 5 gold pieces, 1 amber. Ooh, and feathers. That's gonna be important.
I have resin.
Oh, fuck yeah, we got 2... Yeah, we're gonna need that for certain things. look on the ground for stones, right? Not just the big ones.
I've been trying to find them. I just found some flint.
Alright, we're actually gonna need those too. Mind you, if you go out swimming and you lose stamina, you slowly lose health.
Ah.
Make sure you have enough stamina if you're deciding to swim. Also,
ooh, frog.
A frog?
Lizard creature.
Oh, that is called neck.
I killed it.
Oh, good. Did you get a neck tail?
Yes.
Good. That's a pretty good health item.
Ooh, raspberries.
Yes. We're gonna want to stock up on as much of these as we can. Ah, yes, more neck.
I don't know if there's friendly fire, so if I accidentally punch you, I'm sorry.
Here, come here.
Ah.
I think friendly fire only works with certain weapons. Right now we are just sort of walking around getting our bearings.
Fisting things, everything in sight.
Yes.
Like this rock.
Won't do much.
Well, I mean, props for... Oh, I mean, all I really know how to do right now is punch and pick random shit up.
Yeah.
Are there enemies in the water, or am I defenseless in the water? Oh, I can punch in the water.
Yeah, you can punch in the water, but there are no enemies currently in the water. Once you get out towards the ocean, that's when you have to start worrying about certain enemies, like...
Well, I found stones.
Huh?
I found some stones.
We'll grab them. Sorry, did you eat both the raspberries and the,
I don't know how to eat yet.
Alright, either go into your hot... or put them in your hot bar and eat them like that, or...
I just...
press tab and right-click on the food item, and you'll eat it like that.
Oh, I'm supposed to right-click.
Yes.
I can't eat more raspberries.
No, you can only have one food item active at a time. So eat that mushroom you had.
I also have raw meat.
We'll cook that later. Alright.
I'm finding a lot of flint, but not a lot of stones. Ooh, resin.
It's alright, I got some stones.
Deer!
Yes. Here, come help me kill this boar real quick.
Violence.
Violence is always easy.
Mother, I crave violence.
Mother, I crave violence. Ooh, that's a 1-star. Oh, that's a 2-star deer. So there are certain tiers of creatures that you can find. Pig. Yeah. So there are certain kinds of creatures that you
Come here, Pumbaa. Don't worry, I avenged you.
Yeah. Thankfully, I died right next to spawn.
I found all the rocks.
Don't forget to right-click, press tab. Look for your tunic. Right-click on that.
Tunic. Oh, rag tunic? What about it? What do I mean?
Right-click it.
Ah.
It's armor.
I'm gonna make a club.
That sounds like a plan. I am going to make a stone axe.
I not have enough wood.
Don't worry. Come here. once this log falls, get out of the way.
Stomp.
God damn it, it's balancing on another tree.
Did I get killed by falling trees?
Yes, I just said that.
Shame you can't level up your stamina from punching the shit out of things.
There's a bunch of wood right there.
Alright, stone axe. And do we need a hammer?
Yes, we will need a hammer.
Ah!
And I died. Did I kill you?
Yes.
See, that is the danger of trees. In fact, later. Oh, hello. In fact, later, once we get far enough, we will be killing the daddy of all trees. He is called the Elder. He sucks.
Need to make a workbench soon.
I agree.
I have a club.
So before it gets too dark, let's find a place to start setting up a temporary base. I suggest we go out this way. Good idea. Let us stock up on wood.
We have all these fallen logs and shit.
Mind you, things do not decay in this game as of yet.
So there's no item durability?
There is item durability, but it is completely free to repair things. Completely. Just with a click of a button. And a crafting table, as long as it's under a roof.
Bonk. Bonk.
Alright.
Well, this is actually quite entertaining for me because, oh man, the amount of times I've been wanting to play a survival game like this with another person.
And hey, maybe when we can actually play when we're not recording too.
Yeah.
We can actually find someone to play with other than some other friends.
Yeah. Like, one of the main problems, I have this mod pack, or this set list of mods for Minecraft that I like very much so. I would very much enjoy being able to play that with other people, but...
Mind you, runestones, they can provide special pieces of information or just lore in general. Make sure you read them.
Okay. Ugh.
Are you getting smacked?
No, I just... My body tried to belch, but nothing came up, so I felt like I was about to puke for a moment.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I always get this way whenever the camera starts recording. It's weird.
Nervousness, maybe?
Maybe? I don't know. Maybe possibly a nervous tick. I mean... It's kind of annoying when you get one of those moments where you're on, like, meds and they don't activate correctly like they're supposed to. World save in 30 seconds.
Oh yeah, that's just... yeah, don't worry about that.
I think the thing that really bothers me the most about the meds I'm on is antidepressants are supposed to make you happy, and one of the symptoms of normal depression is sleeping more than you should.
Alright.
But the meds cause you to actually need to sleep more.
Come towards me.
That's what I'm doing. Meandering over. But also, the other problem too is just not being able to eat stuff is kind of a pain. Or things not tasting right.
got?
I think I put it on there already.
Okay.
I do have the
Watch this.
I do have a necktail. Huh?
Or come bring it over and put it on mine. But you got to make sure to watch these, because if you don't, they will turn to charcoal, literally.
Cooked meat.
Yes.
Apparently do not have any cookable items now.
Nope.
No. No.
Do you have a necktail?
Not anymore.
Or did you eat one?
I don't know if I ate it or not, or I gave it to you some by accident. I tried putting it on the thing, and
Eat
it's
that.
no longer. I don't have room for that.
Oh, so you ate a mushroom?
Yeah, I had a mushroom and a berry.
Now notice your health is going up, right? And how you started with 25?
Yeah, I've got 37 now.
Yeah. The better, and the more food you eat, the higher your health will be.
Alright, tell me I feel cold.
Alright, here, come over to the, yeah, you gotta stay here. Come over to the, to the thing real quick. The fire. Press X. Now we wait here for a moment.
Well, I made a bench.
That's good. Mine.
Wood pole.
Yes.
That is a lot of wood recipes that are just scrolling across my screen.
Have you gotten you feel rested yet?
Yeah.
Alright, so that is one of the best buffs in the game.
Oh, hey, Hugin. Why can't I use it?
Because,
I need a roof.
yes, so I shall show you how to build it. You ready for this? Alright, so there's one. Two.
So, like that?
Kinda.
Is that correct?
But you are able to match things up properly. Like this. And then,
Oh.
ready? I'm gonna blow your mind, man. It now has a roof. Now there should be a little hammer icon next to it. Just keep repeatedly clicking that, and you'll have your stuff repaired.
I can make a hoe.
Yes, that is for terrain, landscape thing.
Terraforming and shit?
Yeah.
Alright, how do my... Oh, hammer. How do I make a pickaxe? Where's the pickaxe?
We are unable to make a pickaxe yet.
Oh, do we need iron for that?
Nope, we need to kill Eikthyr.
Ah.
So the first thing you're gonna want though is the crude bow. How much leather scraps do you have?
1.
Alright, so we're gonna need to kill a lot more boars.
Time to kill.
Well, I think we should hold on a moment. Should we start breeding them immediately, or?
I don't know.
Well, I'm asking you. What do you want to do?
What do you think? What's the most what is the most beneficial option right off the bat?
Well, in the long run, I would say breeding boars.
Hmm.
Short run,
Kill.
kill.
So I guess we're
I'll
making
tell
a
you
pig
what.
farm.
We'll split. You do short run. I'll do long run.
All right. Time to kill.
I wouldn't suggest going out yet. It's dark and creatures will spawn and kill you.
Hmm.
For now, let us. I have an idea. Just start jumping.
Showing
Mind
like
you,
a
you will
kangaroo.
get, no matter what,
Boing.
you will get the same amount of experience for jumping. No matter what.
Ooh, I found raspberries.
As many of those as you can. Because once we're able to get 10, we're gonna have health for days.
Jam.
Yes, actually, it's called Queen's Jam. Or is that what it showed?
I don't know. I just assumed you make jam with berries.
Yes.
Hey, Mug.
Hi.
Please stop touching my neck, please. Stop. No, I don't like that. Don't touch my neck.
Love me!
I do love you, just please don't touch my neck. I do not like my neck being touched. So any interesting insights from you for entertainment value, Garen?
Sit down, my fair friend. Let me regale you of another story.
Babe.
Actually, I shall ask you, what story would you like to hear?
Babe.
That was intense.
That was me adding fuel to the fire.
Babe.
I have no idea what the tale's the tale. I was hoping for some sort of weird, like, conversation thing.
Alrighty then. I shall regale you of the tale of how Thor and his almighty power
Hey,
was brought down of Ego Peg.
you wanna know what the most expensive thing I sold today?
What?
It was a 1.75 liter of Jägermeister.
Neat.
Jaeger!
That yay tall.
I wish I could drink rum. I want rum. I can't drink rum on the meds.
Why did you
No
take
ru-
them? Because you have Sailor.
Because I have to take them for a month before I can. I have to acclimate to my meds before I can actually skip them for a day if I want to do anything fun.
Let's feed your bird.
Alright, but
Am I ready?
how was Thor brought down a peg or two?
By a man called Utgard Loki. Not to be confused
With the normal Loki.
with regular Loki. It all starts.
Is this Tom Hiddleston or Loki or a different guy?
This is the actual Loki.
Okay.
So
That's being
Loki.
funny.
So one day, Thor and Loki were out traveling to a giant known as Utgard Loki. And as they're traveling, they stop by Mortal's house, and as they know who Thor is, they greatly apologize as they're unable to properly feed a god of Thor's caliber. So, knowing this, Thor decides to slaughter one of his goats, as long as the bones aren't broken. As he saves the bones, put them in the fleece, and he resurrects the goats in the morning. Well, the son of this mortal family decided to go over to the bones and crack one open for that delicious marrow.
Yeah.
And of
Wait, why
course,
do you
the next
supposed to
morning
have
when
down here?
Thor resurrected his goats, one had a limp. And of course, Thor being Thor, he was furious. And so as for payment, the parents literally gave the two children as servants to the god of thunder. And so the four, Loki, Thor, and the two children, went on their way and stopped by a cave. And they slept pretty well. And then all of a sudden, when they came out, they noticed a giant sleeping right next to them, peacefully. And he woke up and he noticed, oh, hey, there's some why were you small folk sleeping in my glove? Now that's got to be a giant man, or for someone to sleep in a cave. His glove. And this man is known as, I forgot his name, but this. Yeah. Hey, quit! Don't throw things at me. But this man was a giant, and he was actually a thane of Utgard Loki's.
Yum, yum, yum.
And he decides, hey, are you going out to Utgard Loki? Our heroes say yes. He goes, well, try not to brag about your skills because Utgard Loki has some very fine thanes of his that are very powerful, and you will be beaten by any challenge you give to them. And ignoring his heed, they just continue the camp. The giant saying, hey, you can have anything from my bag. The problem is when Thor tried to open his bag, it was so tightly tied that not even Thor himself
Could open it.
could open it. And this really ticked off Thor. So that next night,
Is it me, or is just Thor just a grump the entire time?
oh yeah, he'll be a grump all right. And
Ow.
oh wait. And that night,
How did I hurt myself? Is there fall damage?
yes, there is fall damage. And that night, all of a sudden, they hear a thundering noise. It was the giant snoring. So Thor, being outrageously hungry and ticked off, decides to hit him with the good old Mjolnir. So he hits him, and the giant is completely fine. In fact, actually, he wakes up, looks around, and goes, did a leaf fall on me? And promptly goes back to bed. This, of course, pisses off Thor even more.
It's great.
And he does it a couple more times. And after a bit, he just stops trying altogether. And when the giant wakes back up, he goes, okay, I'm off again. Don't brag about your abilities to Utgard Loki, because you will regret it. But not heeding his words and being very grumpy as usual, they continue on. And Thor, noticing a giant castle, mind you, this thing's huge.
Pig.
Yeah, so big that not even Thor can open its doors. And after a lot of struggle, Loki notices that the doors are so big that they can literally just slip through the cracks of in between them. Literally, comfortably. And so they do, and they are met with the absolutely humongous Utgard Loki. Mind you, this guy's bigger than the one giant that they just met with.
Yeah, giants are big.
No, this guy is big by giant standards.
Yeah, I know. I know how
He
giants
goes-
work.
Yeah, and he goes, well, hello, my fellows. If you wish to be guests in my abode, you must first pass my tests. And Loki, being a very, sensible man, he goes, well, you want a test of greatness? I am the best leader around. Utgard Loki, fairly strange knowing. Mind you, if you guys are noticing a very similarity between overly simplistic.
It's over sarcastic productions.
Productions?
Yeah,
This
it's because
is-
this is where you got it from, huh?
Yes.
Go watch them. They're great.
Yeah,
They deserve the love.
Yeah, I give credit where credit is due. And Oki, and then Loki is brought upon a challenger by the equally confusing name Logi. And so
Isn't okay at this point? Isn't there fucking 3 Lokis already?
there's Utgard Loki, there's Loki, and then there's Logi.
Okay,
The
so we
G.
can just call him Lugi then.
Oh yeah. And so literally, they begin eating, and it is a terrifying sight. Each man is eating with very profound efficiency. But in the end, they both finish. Loki managed to eat everything down to the bone, while Loki managed to eat everything down to the bone and the table.
Jesus. Ooh, Amber
So
Pearl. Is that
so-
useful?
Oh yeah, amber pearls are really good. You can sell them to the trader.
Get over here. here. Green.
And
Oh shit.
don't
Oh
die.
fuck. I'm going to die.
Die, I swear. But literally, he ate table and all. And so, our fellow adventurers, 0, Utgard Loki 1. So, the next challenge is the small boy that actually broke the leg of Thor's goat. He says, well, I'm the best runner I ever know. And Utgard Loki accepts his challenge and brings out another gentleman. And they start running. And after multiple tries, this gentleman keeps outrunning this little boy by leagues, even though it's by leagues. And so that's just another challenge lost. Unfortunately, the boy's sister decides not to join in on this menagerie of dick measuring.
Yeah.
And then Thor decides, hey, I am the best drinker around. I will drink you under the table any day. And Utgard Loki accepts. So he brings out a horn saying that his best thanes he can drink it in 1 gulp. His best thanes can drink it in 2, and no one would be a pussy enough to drink it in 3. So, Thor takes as big a swig as he can, doesn't even make a dent in it. He takes another swig, just barely manages to lower the level, but still, it's quite full, still. And so already pissed off and hungry and thirsty and all that, he then decides he wants to fight something. So Utgard Loki obliges, bringing out a frail old woman.
And let me guess, Thor beats the shit out of an old lady.
Nope, actually, he does pretty well for himself for a little bit, but all of a sudden he's overpowered.
Insert that old lady from Penguin or Madagascar beating the shit out of the lion.
Pretty
but
much.
with like Chris Hemsworth Thor's face pasted over it.
Pretty much. This woman literally has Thor down on the ground. And then Utgard Loki, obviously feeling very like sympathetic for these gentlemen, for Thor, who's, mind you, very bummed out. He decides, alright, I wouldn't suggest this to the great and mighty Thor, but how about you try picking up my cat?
Ah, yes, and that's the one where he like barely manages to lift a single paw because it's
Yes, because
Yeah.
it does that weird liquid thing, and it just keeps
You turned back
stretching.
into a solid right now, kitty.
Yeah, and it just kept stretching and stretching and stretching, and now at this point, you know, he's just really pissed off. So Utgard Loki goes,
Hey, Grayling,
"All
let me
right,
ask you a question.
hold on." But yeah, literally, Utgard Loki goes, "Alrighty then. Well, you guys have proven yourselves enough. You can go ahead and stay. You are welcome as guests." And so they party all night. What, Candace?
For what? Huh, I have no idea who you're talking about.
It's alright. But yeah. And after
Mm.
Well, after the partying and, you know, lots of drinking, obviously some awkward conversations. You can't get that. You need a bronze axe for that one. But after all that, Utgard Loki escorts all of them out to the outside of his fucking castle, and he goes, "All right, you guys, listen. You really almost messed everything up. You see, Utgard Loki was a very powerful illusionist. The first giant that they met was actually Utgard Loki in disguise. And when Thor started hitting him, he was actually hitting mountains and all of a sudden there were just large squared off valleys somewhere out in the mountains. And the different challenges were illusions too. Logi was a literal wildfire. The gentleman that raced against the small boy was the illusion of thought, was basically thought personified. The old woman that managed to kick
Loki into the ground, or Thor into the ground,
was actually old age. The fact that Thor was able to even start wrestling her for a bit meant something. And then the cat, the cat was
was
actually...
a disguised Midgard serpent.
Yes, Jormungand, the world serpent. The one...
Yes, baby snake.
And the fact that he managed to get a paw off almost pretty much started Ragnarok. And so literally, Utgard Loki was like, look, if you guys come back, I'm just going to use more illusions to get you guys away because you almost fucked everything up. And so Thor, being thoroughly pissed, decided he wanted to kick his ass, and all of a sudden Utgard Loki and his castle disappeared. And that was the story how Thor somehow managed to be cooler and extremely bad at the same time. So just remember, even though you're a god, your hubris can get in the way.
Hubris?
Hubris.
Hubris?
I will fucking... I will sick a Logie on your ass. I will set... Yes, I'm pretty much saying I will set you on fire.
Ah!
Oh shit, you actually managed to kill a birch.
Call me Thor. Because I am the strong.
I will stick a cat on you.
Hey, I broke a birch tree before we were supposed to.
Well, yeah, because they give a certain kind of wood that we'll need. Alright. I would think that this area over here... Right?
Yeah?
I would think this area over here would be a good spot to start building.
Yeah.
Don't, just try to run away from that board. Try not to kill him. Because I'm going to start,
Ow.
Alright, actually, go ahead. They're going to attack us anyways. I'm not ready to start breeding.
Bad pig. Ow. Fucking hell, that pig. Bad pig.
Alright, how much leather scraps do you have?
7.
Here, hand them to me. Where are they? Thank you. Alright. Where do you want to start building? Mind you, we do want to be as close to the water as possible without being too close.
Where's the water?
Over here.
I guess, right here where I'm at.
Okay.
Alright. 3. Alright, is this even I'm using a wood wall, right?
We're gonna want wood floors first.
Oh, okay,
Oh, here, hold on.
wood wall half, wood wall, wood floor.
Hold on, let's put a roof over this right here real quick. I need to build something first.
Does it? Okay, shit.
Hey, get away from that. Here, don't. Stop. Alright, take your thing, select your floors,
I
middle
have.
click it.
What?
Middle click the floors here.
I have middle clicking and what?
Do you have your hammer equipped?
Yes.
Is the floor highlighted blue?
No. Keeps turning red.
Alright, select, alright, just... Here, I got it.
Oh, maybe I'm supposed to hold left shift.
No.
Because it's now, like, lower. Never mind. wall supposed to turn blue?
Yeah, technically. If you're wondering what I'm creating, it's like my ex-girlfriend.
The fuck is... Wait, what button is mouse 3?
That's the scroll wheel.
Ah.
Now you see what I'm doing though?
Yeah, you're flattening things out, right?
Yeah. Hold on. Tap it. Clap your ass, boy.
Ah.
Oh wait, we too need the crafting station glass, so.
Yeah, I needed that.
Now.
Yeah, I'll just make another one.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll make one here soon. Ow, cat! That is my shoulder, and that hurt.
Ah, Doc, get down from there. Psst.
You'll have to. Yeah, you're being summoned.
Yay!
Are you being attacked?
No. Needs to fix me.
Hey, Jeff. How you doing? So for right now, we're just chilling out. What other stories I could probably tell you? I'm not entirely sure. I can't think of anything right now, but this is a really fun game. If you guys want to check it out, please go support Valheim and Iron Gate Studios. They're a really good company, and this game is really fun. It's currently still in what's it called? Early development stages, but more updates will be coming to it soon. Hopefully, it'll be a lot better and more things will be added.
Hi, Dot.
Welcome
Are
back,
you
right?
amused by my computer?
Yeah.
Well, I have $2 for CVS now.
Oh, that's cool.
Come on. Come here, booty school. Ow! Stop freaking out. Ah! Cat! I'm holding you. You're not gonna fall. Jeez. Stop freaking out.
Ah! Trees are falling! People are dying! Ah! Okay, I'm good.
Okay. Oh, what you about? Ah. Ah. Alright, what was I doing?
You're being a bitch. The cat, I think, is either being dramatic or is actually gonna puke.
Yeah, she's probably let her be.
She's probably being dramatic.
Nah, she's probably gonna actually throw up because Dot's anorexic. That is one of the most annoying things ever about owning a cat. Like, if you're a pet owner, some things are just annoying as hell to clean up. And one of those many things is knowing whether or not your cat has a dietary issue. Because that can sometimes be a right pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Because my cat Dot, she has an issue eating things. Basically, every so often, she throws up on a daily basis, so it's very chunky. Perfect.
Let there be light. Mind you, you are completely unable to put, Hey, don't puke near me. Go. What did I just say?
She doesn't give a shit about that. Like, that's the part that's annoying, is just the cat will just randomly decide to do it, and there's no way to stop them from doing it. Because they'll just be like, I don't be like, I'm a cat. I'm gonna be like, huh? And then you have this wad of wet cat food and stomach fluid to deal with.
Mind you, you are unable to put a, we didn't need to make it that big.
You're getting attacked by a skeleton.
Oh shit, that's a skeleton. What the hell? What, is there fish nearby?
Ow.
Did I actually hit you?
You might have. I have bone fragments.
Oh, that's good. Why the fuck is there a skeleton out here?
Well, I mean, we're like day whatever, so...
Well, it's only like day 2 or 3. Skeletons don't spawn in the meadows, from what I remember. Unless this is a black forest over here. I don't know.
Ow.
Oh, hey, guess what, Ray?
What?
I just found another, I found another Eikthyr, summon.
Cool.
Literally, right over here. Go check the map. We don't have to go too far.
Yay. Shit.
Shit. I think it's probably because of this.
Where are you going? Get over here. You can fight me. This guy's not taking damage. Fine. I won't fight you. So I'm gonna do a thing real quick.
Okay.
Much better. Oh, now you want to party. Get out of my way.
Ah, I'm on fire. I'm gonna move this. Right there.
Better. Yeah.
'Cause I'm going to put the staircase right.
Brain. I was gonna say a thing, but I completely forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. This is pretty cathartic.
Pretty what?
Cathartic. That's not the right tool for that job. Damn it. Ooh. Runestone.
Wait, what stone?
I found a runestone.
Oh, what's it say?
I don't remember. I just read it and then forgot.
Oh, you gotta sit there and, like, actually...
Hold, traveler, and bear witness to my warning. We are many, and who have come before. You carried here by Odin's will to do his work. Path ahead is hard, and the danger is great. If you hold your life dear, keep to those meadows and make your dwelling away from the trees. Fear the horned one, and spare his kin.
So he's talking about Eikthyr,
Ah,
the horned one.
let me guess.
He's a giant deer.
Let me guess, he's quite horny, huh?
Yeah. I refuse to indulge you on your joke.
Hey, it was a little funny.
I guess. Okay, yeah, it was a little funny.
Damn.
Here, how much wood do you got?
None. I believe I am out. Or I don't have enough to do anything.
Well, go collect some. We need to collect some wood. Hey, kitty! Hey! God damn it.
So floors don't count as a roof, then.
Nope. You actually gotta build a roof.
Okay.
Here, what's your durability for your hammer?
About mid. I need to put a
have some wood. Right, over here. So that's just gonna be temporary.
Actually, that works perfectly fine.
Well, no, it's gonna be temporary until we fucking, actually build a roof up here.
Is flint axe better than stone axe? That's...
Actually, it says it's sharper, so I think a little bit.
Oh, alright.
I think like it's less durable than
Alright then, so I probably don't need to do anything then.
Well, here, I guess I'll use
Oh,
it as guinea pig.
I can upgrade my stone axe.
Yeah, but actually, make the flint axe real quick and go see if you can actually destroy a birch with it.
Alright.
What the hell? Oh.
What happened?
I will be over there as soon as I can.
Did you die?
Yes. We need to build a bed as soon as possible.
Why?
So that we don't spawn back at the stone circle.
Get axed. You excited for Venom 2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, that is a red one. Can you believe that people are actually getting upset that Venom 2 is not going to be rated R?
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised.
Like, it doesn't, like, have to be rated R to be good. I mean, sure, I'd like them to give us a little more gore in some movies, because there's just not enough of that.
Come on. That's his whole thing.
I think the problem is it's Disney owns Marvel, and Disney doesn't, like,
That's the thing, though.
They're a family-friendly company first, so to speak, but...
Because I thought Venom was made by Sony.
The character itself is owned by... Flint Axe does not work on Birch.
Damn.
The problem is that, it's, I think it's the thing is, like, Disney knows that they're, like, a family-friendly company first, and superheroes are one of the most family-friendly things you can have, and so they don't want to alienate an entire subgroup of viewers by making the movie rated R. Which, yeah, it's sad and annoying, but it's not, like, the worst thing to have happen, to be honest. Like, there were several occasions where it was said that we were going to get a rated R Godzilla movie at one point, and Shin Godzilla was pretty close to that, and I was super excited about that because I wanted to see some scary shit. Because at the time of release, the original Godzilla was a terrifying movie, and with the right understanding of Shin Godzilla, that movie's fucking terrifying. I mean, didn't it get you to tear up almost?
Oh yeah, Shin Godzilla?
Yeah.
Not because it was terrifying, just...
How emotional some of the stuff was?
Yeah. I'm so mad at you for that. Well, mind you, when you build the floor, don't put a four-piece
Where fire is?
Yes.
Because wood burns, correct?
The smoke will kill us.
Oh. Oh, this game has smoke inhalation?
Mm-hmm.
Neat. I can't get in the door. Oh, I'm in now. And we have a door. Can we both use the same bed, or does it have to be one for both of us?
You have one for both of us, unfortunately.
Alright. Well, we have beds.
That's good. Oh, hello.
I actually kind of like how this like roof on the inside looks. So I think I'm gonna leave it there.
Do you mind if I have the first bow?
Sure. Ah, fuck, 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 fuck. I'm on fire. Ah,
Hey, bro.
I am no longer on fire.
Hey, bro, guess what?
What?
Fire hurts. Yes, feel free to say no shit, smartass.
Yeah, I know. Fire hurt. Fire bad.
Yes, fire bad.
Oh, fire bad. Oh.
I'm on fire! Ah! I can see the future.
Okay, come on. Ah, shit. Oh.
Mind you, these structures do have weather. Do have durability too. We need a roof on them in order to prevent weathering.
Mm.
You probably think that's stupid, huh?
Nah.
Oh, sweet! Flint head arrows. Did you know there's actually sneak attack and there's actually sneak attack and stealth mechanics.
Really?
Yes. In fact, you actually need to know the position of the wind so that certain animals can't detect you.
Neat. Shit.
Alrighty then. I have claimed my spawn point.
Come on.
Also, when we get the chance, we may want to build some walls around this place.
So, do I need to, like, should I, like, put a top on, or should I, like, leave a hole for the, fire to escape through?
Leave a hole, so I'll do it.
I already got you. Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it. Alright, so
Jeez.
you notice the different color of the wood?
Yeah, vaguely.
So that means they need to be supported.
So I need to get some support beams then?
Yes.
Alright, I'll be back with,
I got you though.
Okay, because I need wood. nearly got killed by a tree.
Is this game fun though?
Yeah, it's a survival game. It'll definitely get playtime out of me. It's no Minecraft or Terraria, though. That's just because we're very early on, so I don't know yet. You know what would be a really awesome thing to happen with the Legendary Godzilla movies?
What?
If they added camera. You have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, do you?
I know who Gamera is. What the fuck?
But you have no idea why that would be really awesome, wouldn't it? Huh?
Because he hasn't had a movie in how long?
Way too long, man. Way too long. And it's just like, the company that owns him just doesn't want to make a... Like, they just don't want to give him a new Gamera movie, and it's just like, oh god. It's sad.
Can I help you, kitty? Mind you, you do have a weight limit.
Hmm.
Oh, and this game encourages you to decorate your place.
Hmm.
Certain furniture and stuff gives comfort points.
Right.
You know how I said the well-rested perk is your best?
Yeah. Let me guess, that gets better?
Yeah, that lasts longer. The more comfort you have. So this game encourages you to decorate your house. You don't have to, but you can.
But you can.
And you greatly benefit from it.
So, which fence would you like around the place? Fence wall or stake wall?
Stake wall. Big area. Trust me. Also, you're gonna want to build some, you're gonna want to build a, what's it called?
Build a what?
A crafting station.
Don't we already have one?
You're gonna want to build another one in order to create your walls. Guys, as I said, big area.
Ow!
Don't die, it's not helping.
Bad tree. See, did I not? Oh.
But I'm glad you're enjoying this game.
Yeah.
I kind of wish the map updated as you know, destroyed and built things.
I probably should have called this the Tale of Two Lumberjacks.
Something.
People are like, ooh, Godzilla vs. Kong is the most ambitious battle of the beasts. Me. Like, Gamera and Godzilla were basically box office rivals for a long period of time. Nobody gives them a lot of credit for that, and it's kind of a big deal.
Well, they were never on screen together.
they were never on screen together, period.
Except once with the unofficial death battle.
That doesn't count.
Again, unofficial.
Yeah. Another thing, too, and the reason why this is kind of a big deal to me specifically, is if we were, like, the reason why it's a big deal, because there was a long period of time where Godzilla and Gamera were fighting in the box office for who is the better monster, and Gamera was winning.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I'm a huge Godzilla fan, but I have almost all of the Heisei Gamera movies, and guess what? Comparatively to the Heisei movies, the vast majority of... Ow.
Don't die, it's not healthy for you.
I got hit in the head by another tree.
Again, don't die, it's not healthy for you.
But pretty much every single Heisei Gamera movie outperforms the vast majority of Heisei Godzillas. And not a lot of people will actually dispute that fact with me.
I haven't watched them, so I can't make a fair statement.
Oh, that's something you and me need to do together then at some point.
Yeah.
Because they're really good movies. But, like, long story short, with, like, some of the Gamera movies, they're really, really well written, and a number of them legitimately make, like, Godzilla look bad. Like, out of all the Heisei Godzilla movies, I think the only ones that actually are equal in writing to the Gamera movies, I think, are Godzilla vs. Destroya, and then, which one? Let me think. Because, like, there's a particular one that I'm thinking of, but my brain's just not coming to mind. I'm having a hard time here. Good lord, my brain is not agreeing with me today. Holy shit. But, Ghidorah. There was the Ghidorah movie. Like, those Ghidorah, like, Godzilla vs. Ghidorah for the Heisei movies, and then Godzilla vs. Destroya are by far the two best in the franchise.
Yeah. By the way, mind you, we have a literal treasure chest nearby. There's a rock formation shaped as a boat, and apparently, like, if you dig near the ends with a pickaxe, that makes
Good things.
Yeah. There's basically a chest.
Oh, yeah, that's what I came in here to do. But, like, that being said, with the whole Heisei Gamera movies being really good, the vast majority of them are a very coherent storyline with relatively little weird shit. Which I've... Do I have to put the stake wall in the water, or is that fine?
I don't know. Because right now I'm just trying to make the roof. And I died.
Don't die, it's bad for your health.
I'm aware. Good thing I haven't made a spawn point.
on fire?
Yes.
I need a lot of wood.
Yes, you do. You're making sure to leave openings though for like gates and shit, right?
I was planning on putting a gate down, but I ran out of wood to do that. But let me think. Chat. Oh.
Chat even there.
We have one viewer. It's probably Rockbender, I think. You want to get axed? I will go full axe murder hobo on you. Like, I will go medieval on you, on your behind. Ow! Bad pig. Get out of here.
Bad piggy. You're right. Go ahead and come on over to the base. And go to sleep.
Killing. Did you hear the bullshit with Mojang? Okay, so I heard rumor at one point that Mojang was refusing to put sharks in Minecraft due to them being endangered. Which I thought was like one of the most hypocritical things. I have no idea if this is true or not because it's literally just like hearsay on my part because I just heard it at one point. Which I was like, that is fucking stupid if that's true. Because axolotls are endangered.
Well, the reasons they don't want like certain animals, like they don't want to encourage violence as much, you know. Like they don't want to have to create a creature that for people to just go out and kill just for the hell of it, you know. And there should be a reason it's dying. Whether it be for food or materials.
I mean, axolotls, what do they provide? Aren't they like a defense mechanism?
Yeah, you're supposed to tame them.
Dolphins, they provide a thing, and there's no need to actually kill dolphins.
Yeah. In fact, actually, you're supposed to keep them alive because if you feed them fish, they will lead you to treasure.
Yeah, they do stuff for you. What's a chopping block for?
That's to upgrade your workbench so that you can, make more stuff. And you can upgrade things.
Well, I have one now, so...
Yeah, put it next to the crafting table.
Yeah, I put it on the one outside, so... If you need me to, I'll build another one. That used a lot of wood.
Still need more wood, huh?
Yeah. That's why I said that I might have to just... I probably should have titled this stream The Adventure of Two Lumberjacks. Or Lumber Shenanigans. Beware my power, Grayling. I use the power of the trees.
I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees.
Don't call. I'm not a Lorax because I'm just clear cutting trees. Do trees just grow back on their own?
No.
So how do you get more trees?
One moment.
Because are there like supposed to be like pine cones or some shit?
Yes.
Beach seeds. That makes sense.
But we cannot do anything about that until we have gotten
Something else.
brass.
Damn, that stump is too hard. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing over here. Oh, I got up that time.
Mind you, if we ever get any Valheim fans, they're gonna yell at me a lot.
Really?
Sometimes I don't play the game right,
Mm.
especially when it comes to ores like copper and silver and shit.
Mm. Then they're gonna hate me because I'm not gonna give a shit about the correct way to play this game.
I mean, as long as we're having fun though, right?
Mm-hmm. So how do we get like into the metals and shit?
Once we get a pickaxe.
Mm. So how are we going to get a pickaxe?
We have to kill Eekthir.
Ah.
He uses antlers, then as a pickaxe.
Interesting.
Yes, very.
Recycle the structures.
Yes, actually, you can.
That's what I'm doing. You know what's a really annoying health condition that doctors and you just really can't do anything about? Like, it's physically impossible to do anything.
What?
You ever get those moments where your lips just get really chapped? Like, yeah, you could put chapstick on and everything, but that doesn't always help. Sometimes you just get dry lips and the skin on your lips just, you end up splitting your lip. I have that problem a lot. I go out of my way to make sure I'm properly hydrated because that's part of it as well. And I do have like a thing of chapstick right next to my desk at all times and just on my person because I need to have it. But sometimes I have these nervous tics where I'll basically cannibalize parts of my body. One of those places is I'll just haphazardly rip dead skin off my lips.
Oh yeah,
Just
I
comes
do that
off
all the time.
easily. Or bite my nails way shorter than they need to be.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Like, this is a weird thing that I've done on several occasions, where I'll just randomly ask a person, hey, can you open this can of soda for me? Because I can't fucking pull the tab up. because I can't get a grip because I have no nails half the time. I can't. Oh. So I have no, like, my nails are incredibly short, and sometimes I'll accidentally like pull more of them off than I need to. It's kind of gross and a little painful, but it doesn't really cause me any problems because I have kind of thick fingertips, but not like big fingers or anything like that. Like, I mean, you got some sausage fingers, but my fingers are not bony, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I've had people like looking at my hands and they're like, "Do you do like very dangerous like arts and crafts like soldering and shit?" Because the insides of my hands kind of like have that like leathery pad thing going on, like when you work a lot with your hands. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Or they get kind of callous, but they're not quite callus tissue.
Yeah.
I get that a lot. That was wrong. But regardless, I have this problem with my lips where they get very, very, very chapped.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, like, the bottom of my lip will just split on a moment's notice, and people are like, "Are you okay, kid? Or are you okay, man?" Because I look like I got the shit beat out of me.
Yeah.
And because of it, I just kind of have this perpetual fat lip. And it's just because, like, I think it's partially like a humidity problem, where I guess I need a certain level of humidity that I just don't live in. Oops.
What'd you do?
I made coal.
Hey, you didn't watch it, did you?
Well, I can't really tell if it's done or not.
It'll suddenly get like another flash of smoke, and it'll lose a different. It'll change color.
I mean, we'll need coal eventually, though, right?
Yes, but we're gonna. There's a certain thing to make coal without having to waste food.
I'm gonna put these boar trophies in the chest. These seeds we can't do anything with. Can we do anything with resin at the moment?
We can make torches.
Alright, so I don't think we need torches at the moment yet. I'm gonna put this gold in the chest. Don't touch it until we need it.
Yeah, once we find a trader.
Ugh.
We have to go and exploring out in a place called the Black Forest. For that.
You right there?
Yeah. Also, do you want to make a dock?
Eventually.
Or do you want me to do it? Do you make
A work area. Himmel are you talking about, woman? Come on. Carve. Thank you. The bill. Oh, good lord. Come on. Ah, the sun is in my eyes. I've never had this happen before. Motherfucker. It's not the prettiest, but it'll do.
What?
This thing I built here. It's a little uneven, but I'm not used to this game enough, so station is too oh, really? Lame.
Yes, you have to put walls around it.
Ah.
But you can leave an open area. A little bit.
That's annoying. Waste all this wood for nothing then.
What do you think of the place so far?
Works pretty well. All this work to build all this shit didn't fucking matter. Now you can post bitch.
Alright, come here.
Hmm?
Come here. Come inside the house.
We need to smack something?
Alright, no. So see how the meat is pinkish and stuff?
Not really.
Well, keep watching. Trust me, keep watching.
Alright.
Sorry, chat, this is gonna be a little bit boring for now notice how it just flashed a bit?
Vaguely.
Yeah, That's how you know when it's done. First time it does that, that's when it's done. Got it now?
Kinda.
Okay. Also, I'll have to leave here in like 45 minutes.
Alright.
But we can continue when I get home. How's that sound?
That works.
You want to keep? Are we gonna keep this world as a stream world? Or?
Yeah, this is gonna be the stream world. If I do this anything else on my own time, that's gonna be a completely different world entirely. Like with Dark Souls, I have for Dark Souls 1, I have a profile entirely relegated to playing gosh darn it.
So, mind you, remember when I said nothing decays?
Mm-hmm.
You can leave something on the ground, and it will never disappear.
Nice. How is it too exposed? It's got a roof and everything. I have to have a fucking floor too?
No.
Thank you. I'm gonna upgrade my hammer. And, I don't have enough bones. I wish I had more bones. We got axe better too, cause. All right, now that I have a upgrade 2 axe, let's see if I can do anything with that birch.
No, you will. Or no, you won't. You won't be able to.
All right, well I'll just kill this neck then. Just one shot his ass.
Yeah. Here, go ahead and go to sleep.
Get him in there.
Also, sometimes when you sleep, there's you sometimes just get dreams. So like there'll be texts sometimes when you sleep. Actually, pretty cool. Don't forget to leave an open space so we can get to the water.
I did.
Okay.
There's a gate.
I'm gonna make a double door gate.
I keep instinctually trying to use the scroll wheel to switch items because of Terraria. But it doesn't quite work that way. Ah, I don't have enough wood. You right there?
Yeah, just stuffing.
Beat the shit out of all the trees.
Lorax is our bitch.
trees. Nearly fucking sledged myself, and it was like, ooh.
The Lorax is talking shit.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure do the trees have momentum damage?
I have no clue.
Yeah? Yes, that is true.
I agree.
There's something a bit special. No, I keep seeing trees like falling near me because of just fucking because they were really dense together. So I'm just knocking everything and breaking it apart. But yes, stockings are definitely more appealing than just downright being naked. I mean, there's a reason why my character model, you can't see it right now, but my character model has thigh highs.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Even a choker. Even if it is a little, it's kind of a shitty choker though. Because it's just like a crudely drawn on black stripe, no real detail. But like, on my model, you can't really tell that it's actually just like that basic. But that's mainly because like my skill at modeling is not the best, and I'm using Vroid to make these models because blend shapes are a fucking bitch. Holy fuck. Like, I have the skill necessary to make my own custom models like Juniper does. Not 3D models, not 2D, but that's I'm most used to 3D models. The problem is, I'm not good at rigging at all.
Alright.
Like, I can put the models together, I can paint them and make them look good, but when it comes to, like, adding the physics, putting the bones in the correct places, and making sure they behave, I am the gimpiest motherfucker out there. And that's saying a lot from a guy who tried to who nearly built an entire game on his own. A really in-depth, high-complexity game, no less. I mean, supplementing graphics is a lot easier than anything else. So much so that, hey, Garrett.
Yeah.
What is the biggest lie involved with, like, graphical shit for game design that you can possibly think of? That is an actual problem for the game industry as of the current moment.
I have no clue.
Okay, so you know how a lot of modern games recently are fucking massive? 55, like, around, like, 50 or so gigs is a lot for a game. And there is no fucking need for games to have that much graphical shit going on for them. Like, oh crap. I appear to be encumbered.
Yes. So you need to drop something.
I'm gonna drop these rocks. Yeah, I kind of figured. what's a really good TV show?
Hmm.
And it's, I don't know if my microphone's picking it up, but Stargate is an amazing TV show. I have nothing but fond memories watching it.
Yeah.
Like, it can be pretty boring at times, like, for some people, but...
I never could get into it.
Oh, crap. I like it. Atlantis specifically is probably the better one, but it's definitely a really good show that doesn't get a lot of credit, I don't think. And probably not a lot of people know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I think it's within the Firefly spectrum movies.
Oh,
or
very much
shows.
so. It's pretty much one of those. Not probably the same like degree of drama, I think, but in that family of type of TV show that goes on for a really long time. Stargate Universe, not so much. That one, good lord, that bored the shit out of me. You should have kept the layout from Atlantis and SG-1, to be honest. But it's probably a thing of it needed to be more kid-friendly, or didn't need to be as kid-friendly. Oh, out of wood again.
How much do you need?
Probably a lot, and I also need to... Oops. Repair my shit.
In short, I'm farming a structure.
But like, it's a decent show that I thought was pretty cool. Some people would probably disagree with me that it's worth watching, but it's pretty fun. God forbid I can remember any of the major details of the Stargate series, because it's basically it's quite literally the entire time. Science team goes out and does thing.
Are you watching Bourne all by yourself? No, I'm with the science team.
Well, it's basically science team and military dudes go through improperly CGI'd portal, or liquid portal, to explore alien worlds where they find other humans and occasionally another alien race that's not human.
I now have a bow.
And generally speaking, if it's a major plot line, it's one of a few specific enemies. It's either robotic spiders or robot people.
So kind of like the Doctor's enemies.
Except a little cooler. I probably just pissed a lot of people off. But in all honesty, the replicators are a little more interesting than the Daleks and the Cybermen. Yeah, Cybermen. I was about to say, like, continue saying that, but my brain immediately pictured the Cybermen from Dragon Ball instead.
Cyber?
Yeah, Cybermen. Because they're very similar. But regardless, they're both kind of like derpy. And if it's not replicators, then it's probably something along the lines of the Wraith, which are basically space elves. that suck the life out of you with their hands. That's kind of what they look like.
That suck.
Yeah, it's basically Space Elf with Suck Hand. Or it's people that have weird snake creatures in their belly. And to my knowledge, that's the majority of the bad guys from the series, with relatively no middle ground. It's one of them in particular. Granted, I think it's just like a stylization choice. I think Doctor Who's just more fantasy whatever than like fantasy adventure than action, I think. So that's probably the reason why I say the replicators are probably cooler than the robots, because in all honesty, there's probably some very, very distinct differences that I just do not have the knowledge of understanding.
You didn't see any deer nearby you?
Yes,
How many?
I saw two. I don't know where I know where one of them it is, and it's close to our house. Found it. It's pretty close to me running around.
Alright. Killed it. Alright, how much leather do you have?
Me?
Or, like leather scraps.
I still have the one.
Alright. Go ahead and put it in the chest in the house. So you can kill some boars later.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go fight some pigs. I also kind of need to do that because the only real food I have are 12 berries and grilled necktail. And I don't know if I have the ability to make jelly yet.
No, we were gonna need tin.
Yeah. So as of the current moment, I don't have the means to do much. I'm gonna take that wood from the chest because I need it. Ah. But for the most part, I do not have a lot of shit to say today. Okay, I have no idea if my chat is working or the person's just being just watching for the sake of watching. So I should probably have my I don't know if it's doing stuff. I recently was experimenting with What's on Discord? Ah, okay. There we go.
Or do you want to go melee or ranged when we fight the first boss?
I honestly can't give you a straight answer with that because
I will say, it's weak to piercing, so you may want to make a flint spear if you decide to go melee.
Yeah.
Because depending on if you go melee or
I'm probably gonna go like axe murder hobo this entire time, so
I
I'll
would
probably
say,
be running melee because I think about only like the only real time I'd actually ever I myself would reasonably use a bow is if I'm trying to hunt deer or something that's relatively non-violent.
and I've been doing that recently, and I have 10 deer hide.
Yeah, so
Why the fuck do I have trophies? Evelyn deer. Oh. How many deer trophies do we have?
I have no idea.
Basically, we need at least 2 in order to summon the boss.
Hmm.
And I'm going around trying to hunt deer and shit. So I can also make armor. Because I'm basically going to give, if you're going melee, I'm going to give you the better armor while I get the rags.
Hmm. Yeah, so you're basically you're gonna be using the teach me how to play logic, so I get the good shit first.
Yeah.
Unless there's a reason to not give it to me. Effectively.
Yeah.
It's a shame there's no like bonuses for building.
Like, what do you mean bonuses?
Like I've been doing a lot of construction basically, and
Oh, like no leveling up for building?
yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately there's not.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I can understand it. I'm not gonna really like fault it because then that would be a little busted. Because the amount of shit I've put up, I'd probably be stupidly high level at this point.
Yeah.
It also makes sense that the rate of which axing everything to death is leveling me not as nearly as good as.
So I have found a nearby black forest.
Cool.
Ain't too far. So soon we'll be able to gather for blueberries, and once we get some tin. We'll be able to make some queen's gin.
How funny would it be if by like the time we actually reach the boss, I've leveled up my axe skills that I just chop him once and he dies? How funny would that be?
Free money.
Hey, I have a question for you actually.
Hmm.
It's involving D&D.
What's up?
Are you familiar with how to actually play, like, or to legally, by the rules, play as an actual dragon?
Polymorph?
Yeah, using polymorph, clone, and glyph of warding. Are you familiar with that?
I think so, yeah.
Would you allow me to do something like that in one of your campaigns?
No. I understand it's by the rules, but
Too strong?
yeah.
Even if I had a valid reason for it?
If you had a valid reason for it, it'd be a one-time thing.
Okay, because, yeah, I kind of figured because I was talking with Andy one time about something I wanted to do that I wanted to play, and he's like, you should probably save it for the Gestalt campaign we were planning on doing, which was basically,
What the fuck? Okay, yeah, you've been building a lot. Jesus Christ. I suddenly try to go back to the damn base, and all of a sudden there's a wall in front of me.
But like, basically for the Gestalt campaign, if you're wondering, it's basically we would be taking 2 classes, and anytime we level up, we get a level for both of those classes at the same time. You remember that little thing, right?
I think so.
Basically, the reason being is there was a very particular type of hybrid build I wanted to do, and in order for me to do that, I have to be a spellcaster for it. And so, basically, what I wanted to do was play Seath the Scaleless effectively.
Alright, I need some wood.
Attack a tree. I have no idea how much I have currently, but let's find out.
Here, can you give me at least 10?
Yes, I can give you 15.
Perfect.
Where are you?
I'm over here. Look at your map.
I see it. Oh, ooh, got laggy as shit for a moment. 16 correctly. Correct. There you go.
I'll be coming back with it, don't worry.
But basically my entire plan is I wanted to play a dragon as my race. And to do that, I'd have to do that whole clone thing. And my entire idea was creating an army of dragons by turning player characters into dragons with it. Because the entire joke was, Andy at the time was like, I should play Bill Nye the Science Guy in D&D. And I'm like, how funny would it be if I played Seath the Scaleless and turned you into a dragon? He'd be like, I don't know how to react to that. And I basically was going on this whole tirade of,
Right,
after the first time I do that, I'd upset everyone at the table. If I was to do this. Which you partially agree, right? Like, if in just a random campaign I did that at a moment's notice, would you be upset about that if I did that at the table?
Yeah.
Just turned into a dragon permanently?
There you go.
Thanks. The reason why I say, like, why I was, like, asking if you get upset if I did something like that is, while I was having this conversation with Andy, I was basically saying that, I wouldn't be allowed to use this mechanic, even though it's by the book and there's nothing stopping anyone from doing it. Like, technically speaking, it's one of those things the DM physically can't say no to.
I mean, they can.
Yeah, like, if they, like, because the main thing is, like, what I said is if I tried to do this, because Andy was basically, like, realistically, because he's like, what's your main reason for not wanting to play D&D currently? And it's like, I have this issue of I've been feeling incomprehensibly useless while playing it. And I wound up being right. Because, did I ever explain to you the main reason why I legitimately had to stop outside of having a nervous breakdown or a mental breakdown mid-session?
Yeah.
Basically, beforehand, the entire time, like, I had been talking with another D&D group.
Alright, Ray, make this a little bit smaller.
Okay.
So maybe start, like, closing in
Alright.
here at the gate.
That's fair.
So, like, get rid of those and start circling around back.
Alright.
Also, come here.
Pick up the wood. Pick up the wood. Oh, shit. Hey, I need you to do me a favor.
What?
Take this rock. Thanks.
Oh, here, come here.
I can't carry anymore.
Not even armor?
No. I have no idea. I'm like almost at 300 equip. I need to get over here and start,
I'm gonna break these down and stuff for you.
Oh, I was gonna loop it all the way around. Back to the base.
Okay. Well, no, like, yeah, start looping it around over here.
Oh, okay. So you want me to do it, like, right here, then?
Yeah, like, start looping it around over here.
Okay. So, start, knocking down walls, then.
Yeah. So here in like 15 minutes I'm gonna be going.
Okay.
But really quick, since you've gotten rid of some stuff, come here.
I'll get it over.
You know, have a helmet and some pants.
Nice.
You are no longer naked.
Well, completely naked. Well, I wasn't naked to begin with because I had a shirt on.
But you had no pants.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm naked. But anywho, the main reason why I had to stop is I had been like becoming increasingly more unstable playing D&D with everyone, and it was because of some of my issues.
I understand.
Yeah. So basically, my other group had basically been telling me like, I've been asking them how do I find a way to solve said problem mid-campaign or whatever to do something, and they weren't giving me good information. They're like, hold to your character or do certain stuff, because I had a very bad sensation of being singled out the entire campaign.
Mine are,
Like,
James.
James specifically. Like, in all honesty, James' campaign, there was a lot of I was singled out specifically with my wizard. Like,
I mean, you were trying to do some weird shit.
Yeah, I was trying to do some weird shit, and yeah, I was the gross offender of basically terrorizing the entire party in an unfair kind of way. I won't deny that fact, but there was a little bit of thing, like, after a little bit, I got tired of no one other than you really going along with it. And so basically I decided, okay, now we're in a part of the campaign where things are getting serious and everything. And so I thought, cool, what kind of caster do I realistically need to be? And I found out all of a sudden we were going to be full utility caster. And so I basically completely redid my spells, and then by the time we actually did the camp, we were getting ready to do my thing, the only thing I had to show for it were those glyph of warding explosives.
Mind you, we used...
I know. I was told that you used them, and I'm like, glad you guys got a hold of it. And like, you actually got I was happy that I was useful for those particular
you were
things.
useful a second time.
Really?
Because you made 2, remember?
Yeah, and you used both of them.
Yeah. We used 1 for the actual quest.
Yeah, those were... so the thing is with the items is it was technically 1 action, and that was all I was allowed to make, even though, like, I really, really hate the material components for some of that shit.
Yeah, I actually, in the one that Ian's making,
Yeah.
I strongly suggested better crafting.
Yeah.
Like a proper crafting system.
Like, there's a vast majority of material components that just are in 5th edition that need to be ignored. Like, specifically gold cost. Because gold is one of those materials that is almost impossible to balance correctly. Either you're giving too much, or you're giving too little.
And that's just gold. I think... Because you got... I mean, it's not necessarily too much or too little.
Yeah.
How does it work around the,
Yeah.
prices and shit around this world?
To be honest, we should probably be using the book a lot more for that kind of stuff, for gauging prices and actually, like, referencing it. Because even you've had a few problems where your prices were way too much, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
they were way, way, way too high. Ow.
James actually has gotten pretty good at that.
Yeah, to be honest, I wasn't really able to tell how much his thing is. But, like, one of the main problems I have with material components and everything with just with D&D in general, and this is an actual problem, is spellcasters, if you actually pay attention to them correctly, spellcasters are fucking stupidly underpowered. Like, yes, they have a shit ton of spells they can use that are ridiculously strong.
Yeah.
And if set up correctly, almost every spellcaster in the game can literally punk CR that they have no business going up against. Like, that's an actual thing. I will acknowledge that is a major issue. that it is an actual problem. However, that's actually entirely mitigated because if you actually pay attention to a number of the spells that the most characters have access to, if we were DMing spellcasters correctly, pretty much every spellcaster anyone's ever played would not be able to cast above a 3rd level spell slot. If we were actually doing it correctly and paying attention to it. And it would be such a problem that a lot of my issues actually made sense at that point. Because I remember that dirty look you gave me when I said the spellcasting components for Glyph of Warding are complete bullshit and need to be ignored. Within reason. Like, I was saying that because I can't remember, was it like how much gold did Glyph of Warding cost? I could have swore it was like anywhere from like 100 to 500 gold, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
But basically, my disdain for material components is utility casters benefit immensely from utilizing their spell slots and spell economy as much as possible, and with with roleplay heavy like spell casting, which is what I've been trying to do most of the time. It was basically how I was justifying being able to be under the effects of greater invisibility for as long as I was. Which a number of DMs all said is entirely possible. That you can, technically speaking, not have to burn a shit ton of spell slots to remain under the effects of greater invisibility. Because the rest mechanics are not entirely defined. So, technically speaking, you can have a long rest while under the effects of greater invisibility and it won't wear off. Based on if you're using justified refresh. Make sense?
Yeah.
Because, like, if a person is just sitting on a cart, just on the top of the cart under the effects of greater invisibility, should they have to constantly be rolling or under the effects of or having to use a spell slot?
No.
And so they could cast it intermittently and no one would notice. Does that make sense to you?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Come on. Damn it.
Like, it's one of those things that, like, I find to be very interesting, and I was very, very careful about doing, because I had done this in a number of campaigns beforehand with other people, and they were entirely okay with it.
Yeah.
Because as long as you have a reason for a certain spell to be active, certain spells remain indefinitely active. Like, do you remember when we were trying to use the teleportation circle in your campaign?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that technically speaking, you were price gouging the shit out of us?
Well, my campaigns right now is on hiatus.
Yeah. Something I did find very interesting is, though we were actually in the wrong with how teleportation circles actually work, we could have theoretically traveled via Dimension Door to do that.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know if you know, but due to rules lawyering, you can theoretically teleport to a location if it's depicted in a painting. As long as it's a painting of a real place and you can see it, you can realistically teleport to it with Dimension Door. It's a little rough, and most people choose not to acknowledge that, but technically speaking, it's a little bit of minor discussion. I thought that was a really cool prospect because that could give us some weird shenanigans with fast travel, where we'd have to fight a few things every so often.
Trophy. Damn. Fucking deers won't give me a damn trophy.
almost done with the wall,
That's good.
but I keep running out of wood.
I'm trying to get at least one more deer trophy. I want to try to kill Giltir before we go.
Yeah. Granted, it's like 7:55 currently for us. Woo! I nearly died to a tree again. Yay! But like random happenstance and like weird D&D exploits are kind of funny, and because you want to know one of the main things, and this is why I have such a major interest in wanting to play a dragon. I've been wanting to be able to hit multiple targets per turn with a melee character, and the easiest way to do that.
Homebrew something like that, right?
I was thinking about it, but there's no way to balance it correctly without making it stupidly overpowered, or it being noticeably stronger than most of what's already in the game.
No, not necessarily.
Because
You just gotta have, because it's gotta be situational. You know what I mean?
well, what I mean is, what I was trying to get was, I'd be able to, like, when I'm making attack or whatever, if people are in the right like length, like proximity of one another, I am able to hit up to 3 people at a time. That's actually very, very much so a problem.
Well, you're probably limiting how many people you can hit at a time, so maybe like, because you know cones are a thing, right?
Yes, that's what I was saying, is effectively treating melee attacks like that. However, if you pay attention to the actual logistics of something like that, a cone is actually noticeably more powerful than you think,
Yeah.
because as long as you have the cone placed very carefully, you can technically hit a shit ton of people. But if the cone's too small, you might as well not have it.
Well, the way I see it is if you're facing forward, mind you, you're able to face forward.
Yeah.
So 3 squares, I would say, at a time. 3 adjacent squares at a time.
Well, the problem with like that is you'd have to like actually explain the board down. What I'm actually saying is like, within like a certain range, I wanted to be able to like actively do damage to multiple targets at a time. Effectively, I want some combination of the champion fighter and one of the barbarian variants that has effectively AoE spells, but they're not auras or AoE attacks. They're all melee, and that prospect becomes incredibly difficult to manage when extra attack comes into the picture.
Cat, you need to get off of that cage. Jesus.
The only way to properly mitigate that kind of damage is multi-attack. That ends up becoming a problem because on one end of the spectrum, if you run a fighter correctly, you have upwards of 12 attacks per turn. Pair that with multi-attack and a monster's recharge mechanics, you understand how stupid that gets, correct?
Yes. At that point, you don't worry about the. At that point, you actually sit there and wonder, what can I do? Can I say like what level? How many attacks does a fighter have at level 20?
Upwards of 12.
12.
Yeah, per turn.
So I'll tell you what.
Even more if they kill something. Or crit.
I'll tell you this much. Level 12 fighter can either have 6 multi-attacks or 12
Yeah.
single targets.
Another thing too is I also like the aspect of being able to cast a spell and then be able to roll an attack on somebody. Because it's this kind of issue of I get bored easily during combats because I get to do my one thing, and if it fails, I end up wasting an entire turn action. It's basically the same reason why I almost never play RPGs. And it's because the whole turn-based
why is
combat.
there trolls this early on?
It's basically the reason why I have a disdain for like Final Fantasy games and Pokemon and everything, because of that turn-based mechanic there. Like, you understand exactly what I mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
basically, when you end up missing your damage on a turn, it ends up being very, very upsetting to me because I end up having to go out of my way to... Ooh, dandelion.
Oh yeah, those things are everywhere.
Can I eat that?
No.
Oh, what's the dandelion for then?
Depends on what you make it for. I think they can make some meat bases, and you can also, what's it called?
Yeah, but like, anywho... Berries.
It is 8 o'clock, my good friend. We should probably start wrapping this up.
Yeah. Let me finish grabbing these berries real quick and finish what I was talking about real quick. Should be pretty soon. But like, what I was saying is I don't like wasting turns. So if you end up your spell ends up not working, or you fail in some way, shape, or form, it's a wasted action and you end up being useless for a full round. And on top of that, it's a detriment to you as a player because that's a potentially lost spell slot that you needed. And so, one of the add-ons, like this is one of the improvements to playing a spellcaster for me, and this is why I have this kind of obsession with actually trying to play a dragon. Because when you use the clone mechanic and everything, you quite literally gain an entirely sustainable attack action and the ability to cast a spell if you're a spellcaster. Which...
Hey, really quick, I'm putting a lot of materials and stuff in some chests.
Okay.
Food stuff.
Grayling is running away from... Is it possible to, if you do enough damage, mobs will run away from you?
Yeah, certain mobs. So if you have fire in your hand, like you have a torch.
Well, I just axed a Grayling and it just ran away. And I had to chase it down.
Yeah. So certain things will cause frightened.
Yeah.
Like if you have fire, gray dwarves and all that, and Greylings, they'll run away from you. As well as boars.
Right. But anywho, like I was saying, with the whole thing that being able to play a dragon or any sort of monster from the monster manual, you get access to the entire turn economy that a mob would otherwise reasonably have. So basically, you run through the mob's attack list, and then you get to do your class actions. So for a dragon, that's noticeably powerful because you have your claw, tail attacks, your wing beats, and then your fire breath, which is on a recharge, which can do insane amounts of damage, all on its own, if used correctly. You understand that part, right?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, a dragon just all of a sudden out of nowhere dropping a fireball. That's pretty intense, right? Well, that's the solution to the problem I've been having with turn economy with spellcasters is I want to be able to do another thing during my turn outside of just casting a spell and then being done, or moving around and doing another thing. Because there's not a lot I can actually realistically do outside of that. And to fix that, I end up having to play something like that, which is noticeably strong. And a huge problem. It gets even worse because this is actually one of those instances of... Because you know how a turn economy works with the dragon, right?
Yeah.
Well, in the case of a fighter, you no longer need a weapon because every turn a champion fighter has, they literally run through the entire turn action of the mob. That is fucking insane.
We also don't want to make something too really quick.
Yeah.
I gotta get going.
Yeah. So, how do I just, do I just
Escape.
close? Or quit?
got her quit.
Well, this has been the stream for right now. I might be on later today. I don't know yet. I also have to do some drawing as well, so let's stop that recording.